Hello everyone and welcome back to Dallas Cowboy Insiders, your home for everything surrounding an American team which is a Dallas Cowboy. If you are true NFL fans, especially Dallas Cowboy fans, then there is exactly where you need to be here. You need beyond headlines and bring you a little football insight, a deep analysis and the latest updates straight from the heart of the NFL. So on this platform, we cover everything that matters to a Dallas Cowboys organization, from NFL free agencies move, a trade rumors and blockbuster deals to NFL draft prospect roster battles and depth charts changes. We break it all down in a clear and professional way. We also dive into a coaching decision in the Dallas Cowboy, offensive and defensive schemes, injury updates, and salary cap situation. Because every detail matters when it comes to building a championship team, the Dallas Cowboys are one of the most historic and talked about franchises in the NFL. But with this that history comes massive pressure on the Dallas Cowboy, so the fans demand it. The media watches it closely, and the organization itself is always under a spotlight. That is what makes every move, every signings, and every draft picks is so important for the future of the Dallas Cowboys. The excitement surrounding the Dallas Cowboys continues to build as the franchise prepares for one of the most important training camps in recent years. After off-season filled with a major roster changes, aggressive personal decisions, and renewed coaching philosophy, the Cowboys believe they have assembled a roster capable of competing deep into the NFC. Every position groups will be under the microscope over the coming weeks as a player battle for starting a job in the Dallas Cowboy, a roster spot and opportunities to prove they belong on the 53-man roster. A head coach Brian Scott Heimer has made one thing perfectly clear since taking over the football operation. So there is no player that will be 100 starting position every snap during ultras, mandatory manicap and training camp must be earned through a performance. That competitive mentality has completely changed the atmosphere inside the star in Frisco, where a veterans and young players alike understand that every practice leap could determine their future with the organization. Coaches have consistently emphasized execution, football intelligence, physicality, and accountability as the foundation of this new Cowboys identity. One of the biggest storylines entering a training camp revolves around a quarterback Dak Prescott. After another offseason dedicated to mastering Brian Scott Heimer offensive system, Dak Prescott appears comfortably with a scheme emphasizes on quick lead, a better pockets management, and creating explosive plays without forcing unnecessary throws. The Cowboys want their franchise quarterback to play more efficiently while reducing a turnover and maximizing explosive opportunities downfield. Dak Prescott has reportedly developed a strong chemistry with both returning veterans and the team's newest offensive weapons during off-season workouts. Coaches have placed his relationship, preparation, and command inside the hurdles as he prepares for another season, leading one of the NFL's most recognizable franchises. Behind a Prescott, another fascinating competition is unfolding. Dallas has decided not to name an immediate backup quarterback, allowing Joe Milton and Sam Howells to compete throughout at training camp. Both quarterbacks possess different strengths, and coaches intend to evaluate heading into a regular season. This quarterback battle has to become one of the most closely watched competitions inside the organization because the Cowboys understand how valuable reliable quarterbacks depth can become during a long NFL season. Perhaps no offensive player has generated more headlines this offseason than a wide receiver at George Pickens. After arriving in a Dallas Cowboy with expectations of becoming one of the offense's primary playmaker, questions initially surrounded his participation during a voluntary off-season workouts. However, George Pickens reportedly for a mandatory minicamp, giving coaches an opportunity to begin integrating him into offensive playbooks alongside a Dak Prescott. The Cowboys believe his ability to strengthen the field vertically and create separations against man coverage and wins contested catches will dramatically improve the passing attack. A defensive can no longer focus exactly on stopping one receiver because George Pickens bring a net playmaking ability that forces opposing defensive coordinator to adjust their coverage schemes. The offensive line also remain a major focus. Protecting Dak Prescott is essential if Dallas hopes to make a deep playoff run. Throughout outdoors and minicamp, coaches have stressed improved pass protection, stronger run blocking, and better communication against complex defensive fronts. So as several young offensive linemen continue competing for valuable starting roles, while veterans are working to establish consistency before preseason games begin. The coaching staff wants offensive line capable of dominating both inside zone and outside zone learning concept while providing a Prescott another time to execute a deep passing concept. So at running back, the Dallas Cowboys believe competition will produce the best result where a player like Javonte Williams enter a camp as the one of the favorite to lead the backfield, bringing a physical learning, balance after contact, and the ability to contribute in pass protection. During a minicamp, Williams even received encouragement from the Dallas Cowboy legend Emil Smith, who advised him to continue learning with confidence and embrace the responsibility that comes with wearing the famous Dallas star. Coaches are also evaluating a younger running backs who hope to earn rotational roles and contribute on a special teams. The tight end position has quietly become one of the Dallas' strengths. Also, a Jack Faxon remained unquestioned starter, but Level Sponford has emerged as the one of off-season's biggest supplies. Coaches have placed his improvement as both blockers and pass catchers, and the men inside of the organization believe he has positioned himself to secure the role of entering the regular season. His development provides a Dallas with additional flexibility in two-tight end formation, and an earlier Brian Scott Heimer hope to the future more frequently during the upcoming season. Defensively, optimism is the glowing throughout the organization. So the Cowboys have completely reshaped the identity of their defense by emphasizing a speed, discipline, communication, and versatility. A new defensive coordinator, Christian Parker, has implemented an aggressive system built around generating a quarterback pressure without sacrificing Garp's integrity against the run details-oriented. And Elijah to Ian, a Parker himself have placed the urgency and selflessness displayed by his unity as they continue mastering the new defensive scheme. The interior defensive line could become one of the Dallas' greatest strengths. Quinman Williams has immediately established himself as the anchor of defensive front after arriving via a trade. The four-time Pro Bowler expected a pair with Ken Clark to create one of the NFL's most disruptive defensive tackle duos. So the analysts believe their ability to collapse the Parker will significantly improve a Dallas pass rusher while making a line easier for the edge defender. Many NFL observers already ranks this defensive interior among the strongest position group in the NFC entering the offseason. Despite the improvement already made, a trade speculation continues to surround the Cowboys. Several leagues insiders believe the Dallas could still pursue additional pass rusher help before a week one. So a recent rumor have linked the franchise with Arizona edge rusher a Josh Sweet, although no agreement have been reached. Jerry Jones has never been afraid to make a bold move when he believes the roster can enter the championship.